everybody. Welcome to the Quick and Carry Kitchen. I'm Kristen Madreen, and I want to welcome you to our little kitchen on this beautiful sunny summer day. We're having an extraordinary day here in northern Michigan. Blue skies, it's a little bit cooler, and no humidity. And it got me to thinking about picnics. Of course, this is the season for family reunions and going out with friends, and everybody wants to take a little potato salad. And I have the best recipe. It's very unusual. It's not your everyday potato salad. That sets it apart, and it is absolutely delicious. So that's what we're going to cook together today. I want to say hello to all of you who join us live. How are you? Comment and let me know who's here today. We love to see you and talk with you and take your questions and your comments. So let me know what you want to talk about today. Tell us where you're at and how's the weather at your locale. I want to say hello to all of you who join us later. Thanks for joining us. And this is a wonderful recipe to share with someone who is still a little scared of their Instant Pot. If you know people who haven't taken it out of the box yet, who are worried about doing things in their Instant Pot, this is the perfect recipe. And as I mention almost every week, I love my Instant Pot to help me prepare other recipes more simply. So not just to make meals in the Instant Pot, which is fabulous, but let the Instant Pot do things for you that keep your kitchen cooler, that you don't want to have to take the time to do, that you can go out and garden or take a swim or do something while the potatoes are cooking. I love that about the Instant Pot. So, hi, Judy. Nice to see you today. Lori Stribling is here. Good morning from Salem, Oregon. Good morning. I hope you're having your morning coffee. Kristen Stuckey, how are you today? Hi, Bruce. Do you love potato salad? I do too. And Bruce, I think you're going to see this one is very, very unique. It's really fun. I want to bring you all up to date. If you were watching last week's show, you know that my niece was having a baby that day, and mother and baby are doing well. By 6 p.m. that night, Abigail had little Eleanor Elizabeth, and we are all madly in love with her. She is cute as a button. She looks just like her mama. And we've had a wonderful week enjoying that in our family. We're having 3 baby girls this year in my family, so it's really, really fun. So thanks for all of your well wishes last week. I really appreciated that, and I'm sure Abigail did too. I want to announce our last week's winner of our wonderful Quick and Carry utensil set, and that is Michelle Lutke. You are our winner, so I hope that in the before or during or after of today, you get to watch us. Michelle, congratulations. I'll contact you and we'll send you a set. You will love them. I certainly do. I am a big believer in these utensils. Remember to comment down below, and then you might be chosen to be our winner this next week. Okay, so potato salad. You're going to want to get some nice red potatoes, purple potatoes, fingerling. You can get them. Really wonderful potatoes are starting to show up right now at farmers markets, and this is a perfect way to use those little potatoes. These are red potatoes that I've washed and cleaned up a little bit, and then I've cut them. If they're big, I cut them in half or maybe into 3 or 4 pieces, and it's enough. This is about 3 pounds, 2 to 3 pounds of new potatoes, and I've put them in. You know how I feel about my little baskets. I love them, and it's going in the Instant Pot for 4 minutes if you're going to grill them, and I'll get to that in a second. 5 minutes if you're not going to. Put a cup of water in the bottom. Put your potatoes in this. You can also just set them on a trivet, but I am a basket lover. And then you're going to close and seal your lid and put them on for manual or pressure cook for 4 minutes if you're going to grill them, 5 minutes if you're not going to grill them. Kristen Stuckey had a grandbaby last week. Oh, congratulations. Isn't it lovely? This isn't my grandbaby. This is just my great niece. But I'm like another mother to the mother of the baby. And so I do feel a little like a grandma. It must be wonderful. I can't wait. Hi, Andy. Glad that you're joining us today. Okay, let's talk about grilling your potatoes. This recipe is lovely without it, but if you want to go a little over the top and you have a grill, par cook them for 4 minutes in your Instant Pot, and before they're quite done, take them out, put them on the grill just for a minute or two, just to get that smoky flavor, and then that adds tremendous depth to this recipe. This is a super simple recipe. That's part of why I love it. And the smokiness of the potatoes is lovely. And also, it's really nice to put the dressing on this when your potatoes are warm. And that way they'll sort of soak up some of the juices. And so in this bowl, I want you to see that I've got my cut up potatoes already. And down below, you can't see it, but there's a diced red onion in here already. And then I'm going to add to it, I have diced 8 sweet gherkins, which are my favorite pickle, and they are wonderful in this recipe. And then I also have 3 tablespoons of capers in here. And so I'm going to put that in. And my producer, Kristen, and I were talking before the show, and we both love capers in anything. And in this recipe, the capers just add a lovely flavor. And I do add a little of the juice of the capers to the juice that goes in here and makes the dressing. All right, so I'm going to do that. And so I've now mixed all of that up, and I'm going to just set that aside for a second, and then let's talk about the dressing. So you take a half a cup of olive oil, 3 tablespoons full of white wine vinegar, a tablespoon of a nice Dijon mustard, and then some salt and pepper. I'm going to add the salt and pepper. And when we chose our utensils for our box of utensils, we really looked at whisks. And we decided to go with the kind of whisk that has the long arms here and then the little guy all in the middle. And I like that very much because if you don't have a blender or you don't want to use your blender, this helps so much to emulsify a dressing. And you want your dressing to be very well stirred and very well emulsed. And that just means that the oil blends with the vinegar and the mustard. So I'm just going to give this a final big stir. Very nice. So you've got sort of a yellow dressing, and that is going to go over our potatoes. And get all that seasoning. The pepper went to the bottom. There we go. Now, this recipe keeps wonderfully, although I hardly ever have any leftovers. If you make it the morning before you're going to a picnic, make it while the potatoes are hot, and then let it cool on the counter as it absorbs some of the juices, and then put it in the refrigerator to keep it until you're going to go to your picnic or have your party in your backyard, whatever you're doing. This amount of dressing is perfect. As you can see, I hope you can see, everything is dressed beautifully. And it's a great combination of purple onions, the sweet gherkin pickles, capers, potatoes. I suppose if you wanted to, this would be delicious with a little crumbled bacon put in. Maybe a little prosciutto would be good in it. I've never tried that, but there's no reason why you can't. Of course, once you've made it, you can adjust for taste and maybe add a little bit more salt or pepper, but this is an elegant potato salad, and it is so simple. And yet, for you who are new to the Instant Pot, this is going to make you feel like an expert gourmet Instant Pot chef. Hi, Chris Meyer. Glad that you're joining us here today. Mustard or no mustard in the potato salad? Okay, this is a great question. Do you put mustard in your potato salad? This one uses just a tablespoon of Dijon, and it does give a really nice little under flavor, that little umami. I love a good mustard potato salad, but it has to be the right amount. And once I discovered this potato salad, this became my daughter's favorite one. And so probably for the last 4 or 5 summers, this is the one that I take to picnics because, come on, you can't get any easier than this. And it's delicious. I know that the quick and carry eaters are going to be happy to try this when we are done with the show today. Okay, I'm going to put this so that you can see it a little. So let's review. 3 pounds of new potatoes. They can be yellow, purple, pink, blue, or I used red. You can use a combination of them. If you're going to grill them, put them in your pressure cooker for 4 minutes and then take them out, put them on the grill for 1 or 2 just to give them a nice flavor. And then you're going to, if you're not going to put them on the grill, you're going to want to cook them for about 5 minutes. You don't want them super, super soft. And remember, for those of you who are new to cooking with an Instant Pot, one of the nicest things about the Instant Pot is, let's say you have bigger potatoes than I did, and you cook it for 5 minutes and you stab them with the fork and they're not quite done, put them on for another minute. It's so forgiving. You can't mess it up. There's no way with eggs or potatoes that you can go wrong. They might not be perfect, but you can always use them in a salad. And so for my potatoes, 5 minutes was perfect. If you're using a bigger potato, you're going to want to increase the amount of time. You have your potatoes in a basket with a cup of water at the bottom. Then you use, I buy already cut up red onions, capers, sweet gherkin pickles, cut up. I dice them very fine so they go all the way through my salad. And then I use olive oil, white wine vinegar, and a little Dijon mustard. You can probably use a spicier mustard if you people are spicy people, but my people are not spicy people. And this flavor is just wonderful. Some capers, some salt and pepper, and you're ready to go to your party. Hi, Kathy Genevieve. How are you today? This is one of those that, like I said before, it'll keep very well for a couple of days if you want to make it ahead of time. Remember, this is the kind of recipe that you want to share with people that you know who are a little afraid of your Instant Pot. Mom, I'm looking at you, Mom. My mom got an Instant Pot for Mother's Day, and she's very nervous about using it for the first few times. And of course, she does know somebody who knows a lot about cooking in the Instant Pot, so she'll get a couple of lessons. But Mom, this is a great recipe to make when we're all going to be coming to the lake for the weekend. Hint, hint. I'll make it and bring it for the first one, Mom. Okay, Vicki Davis, thanks for joining us today. Remember, all of you who are joining us either live, we so welcome you, but even those of you who are watching after, make sure you leave a comment because that's how we choose our winners. If you tell us where you're from and do you use mustard in your potato salad, one of you might win one of our utensil sets. We love these. We love them almost as much as we love our bags. These have ended up being super great, and all of you who have won them, I think I've heard from most of you, and you love your quick and carry utensils, and that's because we did a good job figuring out which were the best ones, and this is by far my favorite tongs I've ever held, and part of it is because it's long enough to really get into the Instant Pot and get stuff out of it, but it's also super sturdy and really nice silicone on the ends. So we love these. We want you to love them. And so leave me a comment and one of you is going to win a box of the 7 set for next week. So where are we? Kathy says she's always game for a new salad. That's what I feel. Everybody brings potato salad, right? Yours is going to stand out. This is a very unique recipe, and it's delicious, and you can't get any simpler than this. So I don't know about you, what you're doing this weekend. I am going to have a fabulous weekend. I'm traveling with my sons. We're going to a concert in Indianapolis. We're going to see old friends. So I hope you too will have a lovely summer weekend. Have fun, be safe, and oh, okay, Beverly has a good question for us. Beverly says that she doesn't have an IP, but she does use a different electric pressure cooker. She's making stuffed peppers in it tonight. You know, that's really important. I do welcome all kinds of pressure cookers. We have the Instant Pot, so I always say Instant Pot because that's what we use here, but all pressure cookers are welcome. All pressure cookers are wonderful, and all pressure cookers fit in our great quick and carry bags. So that's why we designed them. I did want to say this about traveling. I just was talking to my hostess for the weekend, and we're going to bring our own coffee stuff. And so I'm going to put all of our coffee stuff, my French press, my grinder, all the stuff that I take for that I use for coffee at my house. It's going in a quick and carry bag, and it's going with us on our trip. I did that last summer. I even took my cappuccino machine with me in a quick and carry bag. So they're not just for IPs or other pressure cookers. They're such nice bags that you can take them with other stuff in them too, because they're sturdy and they protect things in the car. That's what I love about my bags. So from all of us here in Quick and Carry, we hope you're having a wonderful summer. Have a great weekend. Join us here again next week for another great summertime recipe, probably having something to do with peaches and blueberries. That's just my little hint that we're going to start working with some fruit in the Instant Pot. And as my friend Julia Child used to say, bon appetit.